What's very interesting in 5G for me is this idea of having 1 millisecond latency for the tactile internet. When you start to think about the implications of that, it's absolutely enormous. It really drives the agenda for fixed mobile convergence, because no longer can you actually have complete separation between the mobile network and the fixed network and expect to get latencies at the level 1 millisecond or below. So that's a really exciting development, and I think it's going to create lots of new applications and services beyond the kind of normal ones you hear about today, like robots and driverless cars. I think it's going to create new sort of industrial applications in manufacturing, perhaps also in remote medicine. The other trend I think is very important is the convergence of licensed and unlicensed spectrum. In the past, in fact quite recently, mobile operators bought licensed spectrum and they use particular technologies such as LTE to give those services to their customers. Now you see with MultiFire, for instance, the idea of using LTE technology in one of the unlicensed bands, 5 GHz Wi-Fi. You also see the emergence today of 3.5 GHz shared spectrum that has both licensed and unlicensed components to that. And that means now there's going to be an intersection between the mobile network operators and the fixed network operators, because they're using the same spectrum. The fixed operators can now use LTE spectrum and they can now start to compete with the mobile operators. But there will also be areas of synergy, such as in neutral hosts, where people can come into office buildings and with a single small cell connect to any one of the 4 mobile networks in America. And of course all this is predicated on the existence of smartphones and terminals, and as soon as 3.5 gets available in those smartphones and laptops and tablets devices, this is going to create completely new usages of LTE technology. So you can imagine in the future, for instance, hospitals and manufacturing plants having their own private LTE networks and having the advantages of LTE technology. And I'm sure there'll be lots of things going to happen that we can't even predict today.